Hello everyone. I'm excited to be here. Haven't scoped for a while. Did a quick scope the other day with just like a studio sneak peek, and that was kind of fun. Oh, let me turn my volume down here. This is so crazy. All right, that sounded insane, didn't it? Okay, I forgot to turn my iPad sound down. So how is everyone today? Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the replay viewers, and thanks for joining me, all the live viewers. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Oh, great. Hey, Dana, you asked me a question yesterday and I never got a chance to answer it because I didn't really see your question till later when I watched the replay. That shelving unit behind my desk is actually part of my desk. So it's not like a separate storage unit that you can buy somewhere. So I guess that's why I was confused. I didn't think of it as a storage unit. Thanks for the hearts, guys. So let's get started here. As you can see, we've got like a little poodle, an Eiffel Tower, and then some little sentiments here, which is actually a sneak peek of a new stamp set that will be coming out in just a few weeks, and that I'm really excited. I've actually been working super hard and I created 9 new stamp sets, which is like totally insane, but it's going to be so fun and there's lots of fun things to do with them. So I'm going to move some of these things out of the way so we can get started. And I've already gone ahead and stamped this little poodle on a cutout. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the poodle. I just really wanted a little poodle to stamp with. Something I've wanted for a long time. So I said, I'm going to draw one and create a stamp for it. So I'm going to color this with some Zig Real Brush markers. And oh, I can't wait either. I am dying for these stamps to get here. And I just started using these, so it's a little new for me, but I've, worked out a system that seems to work best for me. I color coded all the tops of my markers, and I found that to be really easy, so you can see what it looks like wet and what it looks like dry. So let's get started. I've got a paintbrush that is filled with water. And I've got my Zig. I'm really going to just use one color too. That's what I found is kind of fun about these, is you don't need very much of the ink and you just need a little bit of water. So this is what has worked best for me, is I start on the outer edge and you can see a little bit, the colors are really strong and I wanted a nice pink. So I found that if I go around the edge like this, and if I miss some of your comments, it's because I'm trying to color. Oh, you love these markers. Yeah, I've been playing with them. I thought I'd get them because I know a lot of people had them, and I figured I would be able to figure these out and do some tutorials and give you some tips on what I found to work best for them. So what I did was, like I just showed you, is I went around the edge real dark. Then I'm going to kind of just clean my brush just a little, get a little water going here. And I'm going to start in the middle and then work my way to the edges, and I find that kind of pushes the color back and that keeps a nice lightness on the inside. And then once I did that, then I can kind of swirl it around a little bit. You're waiting for a new set. Oh, I know. I was so excited when they finally came. I wound up getting the 60 pack. I hear there's 80 altogether, but I don't think they sell an 80 pack. So you can see I got a really nice highlight. Want me to zoom in here for you guys? Let's see. Let's see, I'll move this so you can see a little bit better. Oops. Let me see here. It was zoomed out and then it zoomed back in. Here we go. There, that's a little better. And if you want to find me, you can find me at FB Stamps. And if you want to share this with your friends, that would be great too. If you have friends that have these and they'd like to maybe learn some new techniques on how to use them. Oh, thank you. What kind of paper am I using? Okay, let me show you. I'm actually using a heavyweight watercolor paper. I did find, for a lot of times when I watercolor, a lot of times I'll just use a heavy cardstock. But I found with these Zig markers, you really can't. So see, I'm rinsing off my brush again, just a little, to get some of that color off. so that when I go in my center, it's nice and light. And I'm just going to swirl that around. There we go. And that gives me, you know, it really, you can color these really fast and get the nice variance and shading in colors by doing it this way. Then I'm just going to add a little towards the bottom. So you'll notice where I want my darkest is where I'm adding my zig color. And then I'm barely touching the paper. Okay, so once I got that, I'm going to rinse off a little bit. Then go up here and then come inward towards the color. And when I do that, that way my middle seems to stay light. And I get that nice shading. And I like to do just one section at a time. I think earlier we were talking about the paper. And like I said, I usually sometimes I'll just use cardstock. But with these markers, I found you really can't. They don't really spread as well if you use just can I move it up a little bit? Yeah, let me see how that looks. Is that a little better? Okay, so now I'm just kind of blend in. You can see I've got that nice pink. You want them like now. Oh, I know, they're really great. And so then here I'm barely just gonna touch on where I want the darkest spot. I made a little L in his leg, and I'm just gonna give a dab of color of the water on there. Then I'm going to rinse off again in my little puddle here that I made, and I'm going to come from the other side and work my way over. Let's see, I think I bought mine on Amazon too, and it was, you know, pretty decent price. And then if you get a little too dark, you can always come with a paper towel and do a little dab. A little dab will do ya. I don't know why I'm saying that. When you're sitting in the studio by yourself and you're talking to you guys, you can say some crazy things sometimes. I love having you guys here with me too. It's just so fun. It's like we're kind of crafting together. What's everyone doing today? Anyone else crafting? Wow, you were given a full refund when they had some damages. That's great. See, he's coming along nicely. And then the bottom one, I want to just kind of his little feet, I'm just going to color those in. Then with the tail, I'm just going to go in here because I still got color on my marker. Then I'll go back in. What's nice, now I can go back. I kind of went over it, and I like my edges to be a little darker than that. So I'm going to now, once I've kind of gone through the whole thing, I'm going to go over it again, just in a couple spots where I want it a little bit darker. So it's going to really pop the color. And I'll tell you what color this one is too. I found this one was, I wanted it to kind of look like cotton candy, like pink cotton candy. I always think of poodles as pink. So have anyone ever been to Paris? I have never been to Paris, somewhere I'd like to go one day. Think of Paris and poodles. And let's see, I'm going to put just a little bit more on his tail. And if you get out of the lines, don't worry, you know, a lot of times what I will use is a white gel pen and then just go around the edges with that if I go around the lines. I don't even know where I put my white gel pen. Because I did go outside the lines. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh, I forgot his little face. So I'm just going to use the pink that's already on here because I want his face to be light. Hello, Valerie, I think. I butcher names on here because I can't see too good. I can see the comments, but sometimes your names are hard for me to see. Anyone else have that problem? Okay, oh, and I want to give her a little bow, so I'm going to do her bow just a solid color right here. And I'm just going to use the same pink because it's going to be really dark because I'm just going solid. I'm not going to add any water to that. But I am going to add just, I noticed a little white edge right here, so I'm just going to blend that. And there we have our little poodle. That was really fast, wasn't it? These zigs are, you know, it's really great because I was able to just color that up super fast. Now I'm going to show you, let me wipe that up right here. You want to see a little, like a peek of the rest of the stamp set? What else is on this stamp set? You love watching coloring? I watch everyone color too. It's so fun. Oh, you used to live overseas, Dana? Oh, how cool. You have a Paris in Arizona. There you go. Is there an Eiffel Tower? I did cut this out with the scan and cut. I love that machine. I got it pretty recently, and I just stamped a whole bunch of them, threw it on the machine, and then this had it cut them out. But if you, oh, England, so cool. If you don't have a scan and cut, and maybe you have a Cricut or you have a Silhouette, oh yeah, no, scan and cut is super easy. It's so much easier than the other ones. But what I usually will also do is with all the stamp sets, there will be digital die cutting files or SVGs that will cut out these shapes for you, so that, and you can just download that to your computer and then you cut it out and then you would stamp on the cutout image. So you can get this same look, you just have to like line your stamp up over the cutout. So I also, you know, I create those in a digital file. Anyone want to see the rest of the stamp set? You want to see the rest that goes with this? We're going to use some of it. I'm really excited. So, anyone? Yes? Maybe? Oh, I see I put a little bit in there. Okay, here it goes. So, what I don't have the way my samples come are like this. They're not packaged yet. So what I did was I stamped out, this is what it's going to look like. These are all the little images. See if I'm in the screenshot here. I think so. There we go. You can see there's like a large poodle, there's like a medium-sized poodle, and then there's an itty-bitty poodle. There's also a mini Eiffel Tower and some little hearts and poodles of fun, Paris, love, hope you have some, you know, like poodles of fun on your birthday. So there's a lot of fun little elements and a little flower. And the reason I did it this way, no beret, I know I should have thought of beret. I never thought of that. Maybe I can make another file sometime, another stamp set. Well, the thing that's fun about these stamp sets, and all my new stamp sets are going to have this, is you can use them in your planners if you're a planner girl, or you can, you know, make the cards with them. And what I did was I used like this little mini poodle and the hearts inside of my card. So let's move on to creating the rest of this card. So I'm going to take this piece here and we're going to use, I have our big Eiffel Tower, and I am just going to stamp that, ink it up. I always like over ink when I'm on Periscope for some reason because I'm so paranoid I'm not going to get enough ink on there. And I'm going to stamp it right about here, I think. There we go. We have an Eiffel Tower. And then I wanted to stamp the have poodles of fun in the corner. So I'm going to stamp that up. And I'm just going to, let me see, I'm going to see, I want to put my poodle probably about here. So I'm going to put my poodles of fun right about there. There we go. Oops, there's my poodle. I'm going to go with that. Okay. And then also I want to put some little hearts in the corner. I think that would be cute. Where are these stamps? Oh, it's going to be at FB Stamps. I'm thinking, and of doing maybe a pre-order. They're not in the shop yet, but they will be soon. And if you pre-order, and I don't know, what do you guys think of this idea? If I do a pre-order, you'll get free shipping on all of your pre-orders. So I thought that might be a fun way to get, do a special. There's some little hearts. That comes with the set too. Okay. So let's see. I want to color in those little hearts. I'm going to use my Zig markers for this too, and I'm just going to put a little bit of color on that. Hopefully that ink is dry enough. I'm using a hybrid ink. This ink works really well with Copics or watercolor. So I think it will hopefully be dry enough. I'm not hitting it with a heat gun right now, but it looks to be okay. There we go. Kind of color those in. then the other thing that I found that I really like about these zig markers is I wanted to do like a layer, and I just cut these with my Cuttlebug and some dies. So I'm going to do a piece here. Instead of having, you know, matching paper or anything like that, I find you can just take your zig markers, and I am just going to go crazy around the edges here like this. I'm not going to worry about the center because the center is not going to show. Then I'm going to take maybe a bigger brush and just kind of move that color around the edge. And it's going to look like a mess for a minute here, but it's going to work. Let's see here. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And if you want to invite your friends, let them know I'm out here. I'm going to be scoping it a lot more because I just set up, redid my studio to make it easier so that I'm ready to scope anytime. Oh, thank you guys so much. Okay, so I probably should hit this with a heat gun. Let me just clean up some of that right there. And I like to work on a piece of glass. I know a lot of people have craft mats, but I don't know, I like the white color when I'm crafting. I love looking at the white background. Let me see, there's my heat gun. Let me just grab that real quick. I'm just going to heat that up. If I can find somewhere to plug this in. 1 second. I try to prepare everything, but I forgot about this. Okay, I'm just going to hit that real quick with the heat gun. Whoa! We're moving everything around. There we go. So we want to be able to glue that down right away. Hope I didn't make you too dizzy there. That's the thing about Periscope, right? Anything can happen. Okay, so what I did there, and you can see, is I just, and then I'm going to overlay this, but I want to have some sparkle, because I love sparkle. So I've got my little Winka Stella. I'm going to put a little of that on these hearts because I just think it adds a really nice touch. And I'm going to add just a little bit around the edges here, especially since it's Paris. I think that'll be really pretty. And then and you can see now I've got this beautiful pink from just using a tiny bit of the ink of the zig markers. And then I don't know if you can see that sparkle or not, but oh, it's so pretty. I love Winka Stella. You guys love Winka Stella? Okay, so now I'm just gonna take some. Am I gonna lift this one off? I'm just gonna glue this part to this part. Make it nice and easy. Easy is good, right? Oh yeah, you love, except for my tape thingy is not made easy. What is going on with this thing? Okay, there it goes. There it's working. Ripping up the paper. My little tape gun. There we go. I've never had this thing rip up the paper before. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up on there and press it down. And you can see I got a little pink on my fingers. I probably should have wiped those off. Okay, then my little poodle, I'm just going to put like a pop dot or dimensional, whatever you guys call them. Everyone, I don't know why I think I used to call them pop dots because they always used to be a dot, the ones I originally went. And then, oh, I forgot a step. You know what else? Our Eiffel Tower is just floating in midair, so we need to give it a little, some flooring. Here we go. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that on there and grab my brush and just kind of give it a nice loose ground to stand on. There we go. Just a nice watercolor base so it's not floating in the air. Okay, then I'm gonna put my little poodle on here. It looks kind of cute with the Eiffel Tower in the background. Let me zoom out or in a little, zoom this way a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then the other thing I'm going to use is I found this paper. I thought, I think this is a graphic 45 paper, and I want to give the edges just kind of a little antique finish. So I'm going to use a little of the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and this one is, I'm not sure what this one is called. I can't, oh, it's a tea dye. I'm just gonna come from the outside and just kind of rub it around the edges. I just love that, like kind of that antiqued look. Just kind of make it look like an old newspaper. There we go. And let me just wipe this up. Then we're just gonna figure out where I'm gonna add that right there with some dimensional so it pops nicely off the card. You can see it's a really quick and easy card. I always keep, I cut a bunch of these. I like to work with A2. This is going to be an A2 size card, and I cut this piece here to be a little bit smaller than the front of the A2 card size so that it gives like a nice little frame. And I'm just going to pop that on right here. And go up here because I want to add some twine at the bottom because I think that'll look pretty. And so then I have an A2 card that I'm going to put it on. And I like the white cardstock because I can do whatever I want with it. I could stamp and make a pattern. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and do this same thing that I did with the zig markers. But I think I have to move a little faster because it's cardstock. It's not watercolor paper, but it worked once for me before. So let's see if I can smoosh this around and give, oh, there we go. Yep. Most of it's, you can see, it dries so quick. When you're not using watercolor paper, I can hopefully get rid of that line. If not, I'll just add a little more while it's wet. And it'll give a cool look, because it's just going to be a little bit showing through. There we go. It's blending in, kind of giving it a watercolor look here. There we go. Then I'm going to hit it with the heat gun just so it's dry. Now I've got my heat gun ready. And no need to color the whole thing. All you're going to need, and I just blew one of my lights there. Let's see. Hopefully I have enough light that you guys can still see. Let me see if I can pop this on. I think I had too many things going at once. Luckily I didn't lose all my power. There we go. Okay. We were going to get dark in here. Okay. So you can see I only painted the outside edge, and then I'm just going to glue this right down on here. Let me dry that just a little more because the heat gun blew out my light there for a second. Because I want to put a little Wink of Stella on that outside edge too. So I want to make sure it's dry. Welcome to the scope. Those of you who've just joined, thank you so much for coming. And I'm so glad everyone's here. This is so fun. I'm glad to be back scoping. It's like getting my feet wet again. I feel like I'm scoping for the first time. And let's see. So I'm just going to put a little Wink of Stella all over this. There, I got it going. Just kind of smush it around here. Doesn't have to be neat because only the edge is going to show. So quick and easy. There we go. Then I'm going to just put some adhesive on the back of this. And I'm going to put that right in the center. Oh, you know what? I always do this. I wanted to put some twine around it before I put it on there. And so many, I don't know if any of you guys do that, but I always want to do that. And then, hi, how are you? And then what happens is I'm trying to cut it just to size. Let me set that there. I'm going to use some twine, and I'm going to use some trendy twine. I think their twine is really nice. What color? I have two colors here. You guys let me know which one would you like me to use. Do you like the lighter color with the lighter pink on there, or do you like this darker pink? Which ones would you guys like? The darker pink, which is raspberry cupcake, or the pink berry sorbet from 20 Twine? I sound like Tweety Bird. Which one would you guys like? The lighter one? Okay, there's one vote for the lighter one. Anyone else? A light or dark? Let's get some votes here. What do you guys like? Dark? Oh, we got one light, one dark. Okay, we need a couple more people to decide which way we're going to go. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Oh, we got another dark, dark, dark. Okay, let me give a couple more people a chance to chime in there what they would like. Light or dark on the twine? Which one would you rather see? And you'll notice I put my twine on these, it looks like a bookmark. Hi from Philadelphia. Okay, so I think we got more dark votes than light votes. I put my twine on this because before I had just like a tangled mess of twine. And I just used the back of my cardstock packs that I was done with. And I cut them in strips and then wrapped my twine around them. And then I was able to put the names on them. So when I blog, I can tell everybody exactly what color I used, who makes it. And I just used a piece of tape to adhere it. So what I wanted to do was wrap some around the bottom, and I'm just gonna use a little washi tape, one that I'm not crazy about. I think I got this one free when I ordered a planner, but it's great because then I can use it for other things. So I'm just gonna pop a piece of tape on here. Oh, you have two poodles. That's like a dog I've always kind of wanted. I have dogs, but I've never had a poodle, and they're so cute. Now, do you have the full-size poodles, or do you have the little poodle? All right, so I'm just going to wrap it around like 3 times. I don't know, 3 seems to be the number I always like to go with. Yeah, they are great dogs, and they're good for people with allergies. Oh, you got the little one. They're so cute. I knew a girl once that had 2 full-size poodles. Those were really neat too, and they were super sweet. How many do you have? 2? Anyone else have dogs in here? I have 2 dogs. All right, so there we go. We got some wrapped around the bottom, and then I'm going to wrap a little bit. You have 2. I have 2 dogs as well. I have a lab mix. And I have a border collie. No, I don't have a border collie. I have a, what the heck is he called? A Sheltie. My mind was going blank. Oh, Huskies. Huskies are cool. I think Huskies are so fun because they can like pull sleds and stuff. And here we are in Chicago. I'm in the Chicago area. It gets really cold. And we get lots of snow, and one time I hooked up a sled to my lab so that she could pull my daughter, because my lab loves to run. Oh, now I can stick this on here because I have this wrapped around the bottom, and I'm just gonna stick this in here like so. And then I'm going to put a little bow in the corner because I think that'll kind of balance it out nicely. I'm just gonna, sometimes I adhere it with hot glue, like a bow, but I'm just gonna use a little of this. Seems to work. Hi, Oklahoma. What is that? Sooner Housewife. What's your name? You don't have to say it if you don't want to. You want to remain anonymous. Okay, and then I'm gonna add just a little bling here with a little sequin. And then what I did, and I missed a little bit of the edge here, so I'm just going to take my zig and kind of put a little more right there. And I'll post a picture of this on my Instagram too. But you guys are the first to see the new stamp set. It's not online anywhere. Let me wipe this up so I don't get pink. I should have probably done that earlier before setting my card back down. The other thing, now what I did, and I'm not going to do the whole thing on the inside. What I did with the first one I made is I took the little poodle and then I stamped it on the inside because there's that little teeny poodle that comes with the new kit too, and the hearts, and it says on your birthday. So it's Poodles of Fun on your birthday. So that's really fun. And then would you guys like another sneak peek of another one of like the kits, the new stamp sets? Anybody want another sneak peek? Tap your screen if you want another sneak peek. It's going to be a little one. I don't want to give away too much yet because we have a little bit of time still till they come out. So, and I will stamp it. Yes, okay, and I'm going to use it because I have been wanting a stamp like this forever. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put it on. This is one of the stamps that's coming in another one of the sets. And you probably can't see it yet because it's not inked up. But when I ink it up, I'm going to ink this little guy up. He's a little cute little toad. Make sure, I'm always like paranoid I don't put enough ink on when I'm here. And I'm going to turn it around. Oh, that's the one I'm going to open it up. And on the back of the card, I'm going to stamp it. So this is from the another set that's coming out. And I'm going to put it down on there. And it's totally handmade. I don't know if you can see that. You see it? Totally handmade. Just kind of fun. And then you can sign your name underneath. You guys like that? Isn't that fun? Because how many times you want to have something on the back of your card? And then there's also a little by with a line. If you want to add that, you can stamp that underneath it or just sign it. And I colored my little guy in with the zig markers too. So what's really great about these new stamp sets is you can do the front of your card, you can do the inside of your card with some little images, and then the back of your card. Any of you guys do planner stamps? Are you guys planners? Anyone planners here? Anyone into planners? I do not have a husky, but that could be in the future. I might be able to do something like that in the future with sledding and stuff because I love sled dogs. I think they're so much fun. Because what I was going to show you was if any of you are into planners, that's what the little, I have like, this is a Color Crush planner, and I'll show you in like a spot that I haven't done anything in. And so see, like you have like the little, oh, you're a planner. Cool. I love these planners. They're so fun. So that's what's really fun is you get this little tiny poodle. And say I have to bring my dog to the vet or my poodle. I can just stamp it right in my planner and I have a cute little poodle. And it fits perfectly. And this is the Crush planner in it, so it's a lot smaller. And then, you know, you can just take your little colored pencil and, you know, color him in and make him pink or whatever color you want. And I would, you know, you just kind of color him in. It's so cute, right? How cute would that be in your planner? And there he is. Cute little poodle. So that was that card, and like I said, the stamps will be coming out pretty soon. They're at the manufacturer now. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like the idea of pre-orders, or you guys just like to wait? Because that's something I was thinking about doing, but I'm really not sure if I'm going to go that route. But if you guys want to pre-order and get free shipping, if anyone thinks that's a good idea, maybe I can put that out there with the new sets before they come out. Well, what else can I show you guys? I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions about the Zig Clear? Oh, pre-orders are great. Oh, you guys like that idea. So then you would like it if there was free shipping? So that's what I would be, as like kind of give a discount by giving free shipping. All right, well, I will look at that because I've got 9 sets, and I will put together a pre-order on my website probably in the next couple days. And I'll be scoping some more, showing you guys some more sneak peeks, and I'll let you know when those will be ready for pre-order. I've got a lot of other fun ones in here. I can't wait to show you guys more. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're just popping in, maybe you can catch it on the replay because we just finished. We finished making this cute little card right here and using the Zig markers. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.